collection of honeybees. Sorry, collection of nectar, pollen, and conversion of nectar into honey and wax secretion, and collection of propolis, collection of venom. So all the major products of honeybees are extracted from the workers itself. And the strength of the colony is determined by the number of workers and health of the workers. And the third one you see below is the drone, which functions only for the purpose of reproduction, which mates with the queen bee. Mating is union of male and female adults. Only in that season, the purpose of drone is served. You can see the difference in the head portion of queen worker and drone, where drone has very large compound eyes, and queen has very smaller one. But the worker bees has a medium size of compound eyes and has hairs also all over the head, which helps in collection of pollen grains effectively. These hair-like structures, on these structures, all the pollen grains are collected, and that is brought to the hive for the purpose of feeding its young ones. So now you can see very distinguishedly the different parts of the head. The first one is the ocelli, which is located on top of the head. There are 3 dot-like structure. I think everyone can get it. On the top of the head, that is called as ocelli, which is simple eyes. Which simple eyes is example for simple eyes is the eyes of a human being. The compound eyes are located on either side of the head. A vertically running structure you can see on either side of the head. Sorry. I think okay. You can see the antenna in the middle portion of the head, and the bottom portion you can see the mouth, different mouth parts. What is in the bottom most part is the proboscis, that which helps in absorption of nectar. See the picture of worker honeybee, which has well developed mouth parts and has very strong hind legs modified for collection of pollen. You can see a gap here in between these two parts of the leg, on the hind leg, where it collects the pollen grains. This is the real picture where you can see the ocelli and fine hairs on the body of worker honeybee. See the functions of antenna, they function as sensory organs, which smells, they identify the chemicals, and they act as thermoreceptors. That is, they know the temperature of the atmosphere through these antennas, and humidity and taste is also known through this antenna. You have to study these parts of the antenna also. The long part is called as flagellum, middle one is pedicel, and the bottom portion which is attached to the head is called as scape. And you have to remember these technical terms and practice it after the class in your free time. If you are asked to uh, write about the morphology of honeybee, and you have to remember all these parts of the honeybee. This PPT will be shared by Madam into the group later. See, this is the these are the parts of uh, modifications of legs. The first one is foreleg, and the bottom is middle leg, and the larger picture is the hind leg. You can see on the hind leg, this portion, what did it zoom now? It carries the pollen, that is called as pollen basket. On these four legs, you can see the part, a small uh, deflection on the next to tibia, here in basic tarsus. On the tarsus, at its base, you can see the depression called as antenna cleaner. It is located on foreleg, which helps in cleaning of antenna. Whenever it touches some, it has to clean it from dust, pollen grains, or any water or any materials comes in contact with antenna. It has to keep its antenna clean for better sensitivity. It is zoomed in this picture. You can see how the antenna cleaner has comb-like structure, which take out all the dust material located on the antenna, which helps in that functioning. See, hind leg, as I told, between the tibia, you can see the label on the parts, and the basic tarsus. The part is called as pollen basket, where it stores the pollen while transporting from field to the hive. It is called as pollen basket. This is how the different legs of honeybees are modified for functioning. Okay, it has nothing much information. I think it's not needed. Forewings, usually it will be of 9 millimeter. It is a longer and larger wing, and the hind wing will be very smaller and will be only 2.8 millimeters in size. These studies are regarding will be usually done regarding the species called as Apis mellifera. Yesterday I told about 4 different species of honeybees, rare honeybees. Most of the works research are carried out with respect to Apis mellifera, which is also called as European bee or Italian bee, which is cultivated mostly all over the world. Nearly 85 to 90% of the domesticated bee keepers are cultivating Apis mellifera. I told about the bee sting, and this is the internal anatomy where the worker bees have its sting. See the schematic representation here. This is the sting at the lower part, and these are barbed, so that once it is stinged into any organism, it never comes out so easily. And you can see the picture of venom sac, where the bee venom is stored inside the body. And this venom pump will be activated during the defense. Now we can see very clearly the pollen grains collected on the hind legs of honeybees. See, first two legs, that is front and foreleg and middle leg are closed, and the hind leg is carrying the pollen grains. So it is called as pollen basket. All the pollen grains from its body is brought from combed from its foreleg and brought to mid leg, and finally it is collected on its hind leg. This is the picture of a queen, and there are three castes, as I told yesterday, in honeybees. The first one, you see, the smaller one is a worker bee, which is very smaller in size, and functions a major role in the survival of the colony, including foraging, defense, and maintenance of the colony. The second picture in the middle is a picture of a drone, which is little bulged, thicker than the other two castes, and it doesn't have the pointed end on the abdomen. This is the major difference, how you can identify a drone and a worker, differentiate a drone and a worker. So at the end of the abdomen, there is no pointed end. This one, you see on the worker, there is a pointed end, and you can see observe the string. But on this drone, it is not pointed, and there is no string, and it doesn't have any function in the defense guarding of the colony. And the third one, this one is a queen bee, which functions in reproduction of a colony. That is, it lays eggs, as many as from 100 to some few thousand eggs, say 1,000 to 2,000 eggs per day is laid by a queen in its peak lifetime. Regarding sting, queens also have the sting, but usually it doesn't uses its sting, and the barbed structure is not present on the sting of the queen. The sting of the queen will be very smooth, so that after insertion, that sting can be taken back, and the queen doesn't have any harm on its health. Okay, this is regarding basic morphology of the honeybees. Anybody have any questions? Am I audible?
Sir, you're audible, sir. Clear.
Anybody have any questions regarding the morphology?
No, sir.
Okay. It will be more effective if the students involved in discussion. Okay, shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Deepak sir, you can continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is it visible, sir?
Sir, it is not fully visible.
It is not
Previous,
visible.
it was okay, sir.
Now is it okay?
No. No,
Make it full
can't see
screen,
any.
sir. Yes, sir. Now okay, sir. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Regarding B biology, okay. The first one is in the picture is a drone, which is produced only in the season of mating. Usually in South India, the season will be from end of September, that is October. This is the best season for mating and reproduction. In this second picture, you can see the queen, that is a fertile female. These the mating will take place in a process called as nuptial flight, where it is done in the air. I told yesterday, but it may not be more effective without the slides. The queen, after its emergence of around 5 to 6 days, it gets maturity, and after that, it starts mating with the selected drone bee individuals, and it opts to fly as high as possible. The queen bee, the fertile female, opt to fly as high as possible, and due to its pheromone, which attracts the pheromone is a substance which has odor, that is smell. It attracts the male bees called as drone, and these male bees, a large number of male bees follow the queen, and which are more strong only can follow the queen till the end, and the one which survives in the end, that is selected for mating by the queen. And in this picture, you can see the genital organ of the drone and the queen. See, the endophallus of the male, that is drone, is inserted into the female part, and the semen is injected into the female, and the semen which is injected is collected through the oviduct and spermatheca. That is the sac. Spermatheca is the sac-like structure. There is a bag-like structure you can see in the picture, which collects the semens from the drone, and it is stored in that. And the next day again, the queen opts to mate with another drone, and again the collection process continues. Like that, the female mates with some 4 to 5, 6 drones, collects sufficient quantity of semens required for its whole lifetime. So once it is collected, that semen collected in the spermatheca is utilized for fertilization of the eggs produced by the ovary of the queen. You can see the ovary part in the picture. Periodically, whenever the ovary produces the egg, it fertilizes with the sperms present in the spermatheca, and fertile eggs are laid. The hive. After mating process, the male drones leaves its complete reproductive organ, that is endophallus, detached from the endophallus, and the male drone, male bee, see in the picture, as it detaches from it, it is remained with the queen, and the male bee dies after the mating. see if the egg is unfertilized, how the sex is determined in the honeybees. You can see this. How different caste is, that is, caste is sex of honeybees, that is male or female or fertile female, like that, queen or worker or drone. How it is determined is, if the queen lays the egg, if it is unfertilized, if it is only the egg and is not fertilized with the semen sperms of the male, then it is produced into a drone, that is a male bee. And if the egg is fertilized, then the egg is next developed into a female bee. And if the egg is fed with very rich food, that is royal jelly and heavy feeding, and that fertilized egg will be turned into a queen, that is fertile female. But if the egg is not fed with very less royal jelly and very light feeding, if it is turned into a worker bee. This is how the different castes of honeybees is. We will get the different castes of honeybees. So this is about the queen. Only one queen will be active in one colony of honeybee, usually, except the reproductive phase. In reproductive phase, for few days there will be two queens, only for very few days. It is the only active fertile female in the colony which lays eggs. It is up to 1,500 eggs per day, but it depends on season and how fertile the female is, that is the queen is. Usually in the lesser egg laying time, the egg laying may be from 100 to 200 eggs per day, but in the peak season it may lay up to 1,500 eggs per day. And the life of the queen will be from 2 to 5 years. And the substance called as queen substance is produced from the different glands of the bee, the queen bee, which helps the colony to function very harmoniously. That is what the queen substance is, a pheromone, a kind of pheromone that is which has odor. The pheromone, I think, now you might have understood the function. What does the pheromone mean? It's a smelly substance, odor. It has odor, which has different functions. And sometimes a sex pheromone is one which attracts the opposite sex. That is, when the pheromone is produced from queen, the male queen, that is drone, will be attracted to towards the queen. And this is other kind of pheromone where it is called as queen substance. This pheromone helps to keep harmony in the colony. Means each stage of the worker has different functions. All the functions are carried out very harmoniously because of this queen substance. You can see the different developmental stages of different castes here. When the queen lays eggs, it will be very small, around 2 millimeter size, and it hatches and develops into a larva. See, each cell is called as a brood cell, where the eggs are reared and produced into adult. These cells are called as brood cells. After queen laying the egg, after it hatches, these worker bees feed the larva with royal jelly and the bee bread, that is called as pollen, that is composed of pollen grains and nectar of the flowers. that will be fed to the younger stages, that is larva of the honeybee. After larva reaches the full growth, the worker bee caps the cells. It closes the cells from the top. And the pupal stage, that is development of honeybee from younger stage to adult stage. Juvenile stage to adult stage is carried out during this stage. After pupation of a few days, it emerges out as adult. You can see the real picture of the eggs in the colony. In this colony, we have eggs, and you can see the zoomed structure of the egg. See, in each cell, you can see one egg. Only one egg is laid in every cell by a fertile queen. You should remember this. Only one egg is laid in each cell by a fertile queen. There will be other condition when the queen is inactive. The worker bees also lays eggs, which will be unfertile eggs. It will be produced only into, that will be developed only into a male drone, because the worker bees doesn't have spermatheca and doesn't have sperms in it. The eggs laid by a worker bee will be only unfertile eggs. That unfertile eggs will be developed only into a drone, that is male bee. That behavior is seen only in very few circumstances. Usually the worker bees doesn't lay egg at all. Only in the absence of the queen, or when the queen is aged or malfunctioning, only during that time worker bees decides that it needs the next generation and lays eggs, and the drone bees are drone cells, that is male eggs, unfertile eggs are laid and developed into drones. And they also decide a few cells, fertile eggs, to be developed into a queen for the next generation. Usually, only one egg per cell is laid in a healthy colony. You can see larval stages. This is the early stage of the egg, larva after hatching, and this one is the later stages of the larva after some development of some 7 to 8 days. And later stages, the cap of each cell will be sealed by the workers for pupation stage. After a certain time of duration of pupation, say of 6 to 10 days, the adult will be emerged. You can see the schematic representation of the developmental stages of honeybees. This table says the developmental stages of different castes of honeybees. That is, queen takes only 15 to 16 days for its emergence from egg to adult. Okay, while this worker bees takes about 21 days for its emergence, while drone takes longer duration, 25 to 30 days, sometimes up to 40 days, depending upon the season. Usually, longer duration is taken by a drone for its development. And the longevity, regarding longevity, queen lives very long, and it lives up to 2 to 5 years. It depends on the different species. Mellifera lives up to 5 years, and Apis cerana may live up to 2 to 3 years. And these workers bees will be live up to 45 to 80 days. It depends on the season. When the worker has to function more, And when the honey flow season is there, honey flow season means when the availability of flowers is more in the field. That is during this month, this November, October, and November season, and from February to May in South India usually, and in dry places maybe it may continue to June, early rainy season. During this honey flow season, worker bees longevity will be less because they work more and live only for few days. Continuously, they have to bring the nectar and pollen to the colonies. So expected life will be very less. In this picture, you can see the hive and natural photographs. The same hive in the colony has, in the different part of the hive has different functions. In the bottom most part, the queen cells are red. You can see a structure bulged out of the colony hive. That is, those are the queen cells. You can see the label. Queen cells are the largest cells in the colony, and the worker cells are red in the same cells where the pollen and nectar also are stored, the same sized cells. And the capping is very flat. The worker cells are capped very flat. And you can see the worker brood, which is in this picture, you can see the worker brood cells which are capped. And in the lower portion, you can see the drone brood cells. That is capped. The cap will be bulged and little larger in size. Those are in the bottom portion, you can see the drone cells. That is male honeybees. This is how you can differentiate worker bees and drone broods, brood cells, worker brood cells and drone brood cells. If the colony is very healthy, drones are unnecessary for the colony, and it feeds on the food which are brought by the workers. Collection of food and bringing it to the colony is called as foraging. Whatever the foraging activity the worker bees have done, that energy will be utilized by the drones simply sitting in the colony. In the season where drones bees are not required, that will be drones bees are usually collected separately, and that will be killed so that the yield of the colony will be increased. In natural process also, the worker bees, if the drones are not needed for the colony, they take out the drones out of the colony, kill the drones and take out of the colony. And this is, in this picture, you can see the emergence of bees from the brood cells, which seals open the seal of the cap of the brood of the cell. In this picture, you can clearly differentiate the brood cells of worker bee, that is with flat cells, and drone brood and the queen brood cells. This is the developmental stages of queen bee. Worker bee usually. Okay, this is the developmental stages given for worker bee. It takes 21 days for its emergence. egg phase is for 3 days, larval phase from 4th day to 9th day, and pupal phase is from 10th day to 21 days, 20 days. So capping of the brood takes place after the 10th day, 10th, 11th day, the capping will be taken place. And regarding collection of food, the bees collect the food from different kinds of flowers. It is highly adapted to its environment, and there is a behavior called as fidelity. Bee fidelity is the ability of bees to collect, forage the food from a single species of flower. That is, if a group of bees forage on some sunflower flowers, they forage only on sunflower. If the other flowers are available in the vicinity, they doesn't visit that flower. Only one kind of flower is visited during one time. It doesn't mix the pollen grains and nectar of other flowers along with that. And this behavior is very helpful for breeding purpose. So bees are also used in breeding purpose. In natural commercial cultivation, this is very helpful for pollination purpose, which is more beneficial than getting the honey from the bees. Honey is valued very less with when compared to the value which is added by the bees with respect to pollination. Pollination helps to in increase of the crop yield in different crops, especially in cross-pollinated crops. Bee pollination is very determinantal. Thank you. If any questions? Any questions?
Students, if you have any questions, you can just interact with sir now. Sir is here only. Sir, completed, sir? Another one is there. Okay.
Yeah, we have some more slides.
Yes, sir.
I think continuous one-side speaking will not be good, I think. So I stopped after each.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please give some break, sir. 5 minutes. No problem.
If anybody has any questions, you can interact now. Information. You can see the picture here.
Yeah.
I think a few slides have been shared already earlier. This is the different caste systems of honeybees. First one is worker, drone, and the queen. The one in the center is the queen. This is how the queen substance attract all the workers in the bee colony and keeps the harmony. Wherever the queen moves, the worker will be dedicated. Few workers will be dedicated only for the purpose of guarding of the queen, and also workers are eager to feed the queen. Feeding of the queen will be taken care by the workers. Yeah, each healthy colony will be consisted of around 20,000 worker bees. Usually in our Apis cerana, it will be from 10 to 20,000 healthy colony. Otherwise, in Apis mellifera, that is European or Italian bee, that number may go up to 40 to 50,000 per colony. That is the strength of the each colony in honeybees. And each worker will, in the winter, it lives for longer duration. But in summer and in the honey flow period, where the flowers is available, feed is available, by the time that will be living only for up to 4 to 6 weeks. These are the pictures of drones. Different parts of different casts given in this picture. You can refer it later. I have explained everything earlier. I think if anybody can, everybody can, I think, identify the different caste in this natural beehive. See here in the bottom, which we see the larger capped cells are of queen bees, and okay, here you can see the cells of worker bees, which are capped, and in the bottom and side, in the right side of the hive, you can see the capped cells of drone bees, that is male bees. Drone bees cells are capped, a little that is bulged, and the worker bees cap are flatter, that will be flatter. And the queen cells are at the bottom usually and will be larger cells. And in the same hive, different parts will be utilized for different purpose. You can see that in this picture, where the bottom portion, it has queen cell. You can see that you can see two cells at the bottom. Next, you can see the drone cells. That is, broods are taken care. And next layer, you can see the worker cells capped. And above that only, you can see the pollen grains collected. And above that, at the top of the top portion of the hive, honey is collected. This is how the natural beehive will look like. All the parts will be on the same hive, same comb, sorry. In the hive, each these structures are called as comb, and one individual comb have all these different partitions. That is queen cells in the bottom, next the drone cells and worker cells. All these constitute to brood chamber, brood cells. Next at the top, you can see the pollen collected cells, and next only at the topmost layer, you can see honey collected. You can see the worker cells, drone cells, and the queen cells here, which are labeled and easy to understand for you now. See, queen cells are the larger cells and usually found at the bottom, and the drone cells are capped, bulged like, and the worker cells cap are flatter. Usually, only queen reproduces, and the worker has different tasks of function, and the drone's function is also limited to reproduction. So I have told how the queens are fed with. That is the same thing is given here. Queen broods are fed with more of royal jelly, and that is very high, very rich in protein. And this royal jelly is said to increase the life of any organism. And even human beings consume this royal jelly. The cost of this royal jelly is around 5 lakh per kilogram. You can see the royal jelly in this queen cell. There's a cream-like thing you can see. That is the royal jelly. Above the queen cell, you can see. New queen cells are formed only during certain season when the colony size is very high. During the swarming, that is the swarming season during the October-November season. During that time, the number of individual worker bees is also high, and new queens are formed, and the older queen takes some, along with some workers, they move to the different location and form a new hive. And another situation is supersedure. Supersedure is it happens in the case of older queen bees, which is unable to reproduce. During that time, new queen cells are created artificially by the worker bees, and the fertile egg will be fed with more of royal jelly and converted into queen cells. And also, drones are reared in the same time. These queens, either if it is damage, which has any malfunctioning queens, that is less reproductive ability, or if it has any morphological defects, it is thrown out of the colony, and the new queens are produced by the workers. And in other cases where it is emergency, if we artificially remove the queen from the colony, then also or accidental death of the queen, then also the new queens are raised by the workers. After emergence, I told you saw 4 to 5 queen cells in the same comb. After emergence of new queen, that queen kills the remaining queen cells, so that there will not be any competitor for that queen, newly emerged queen. The older queen decides to leave from the colony to the new location, and this newly emerged queen occupies its position in the same colony. And it sexually matures in some 6 to 8 days, and mate with several drones and collect them. And they actively participate in egg laying, that is reproduction activity. Regarding workers, play a major role in the maintenance of the colony. First 10 days they clean the cells, they tend the broods, cap the brood, and attend the queen. They feed the queen also, they feed the brood cells also, and cleaning of the cell and capping of the brood. That is the activities, different activities in the hive is taken place by younger bees. In the middle age, from 10 to 20 days, it starts receiving the pollen and nectar brought by the older bees, older worker bees. They receive nectar and pollen from them, and transfer it to the younger one. And comb building, that is, they secrete wax from its body. That wax is utilized for comb building, building of the comb. That wax is the secretion of the secretion produced from the workers. Almost energy of around 11 kgs of honey is required to produce 1 kg of wax. 1 kilogram of wax, if it want to produce the 11 kilogram, the energy of 11 kilograms of honey is required for the bee colony. And hive cleaning is also carried out by the middle-aged bees, and debris removal. That is, any dead parts or any unwanted material in the colony is removed by these bees. And climate control means in the different season, especially in summer days, when the temperature is very high, these bees flies around the hive and helps in aeration. That flight helps to artificially circulate the air, cooler air into the hive, and lowers the temperature of the hive. And in the winter, they congregate together and produces more heat in the colony, so that the temperature of the colony remains in a constant state. Around 25 degrees Celsius will be very ideal for these Apis cerana bees, even though it tolerates up to 35 degrees Celsius of temperature. But these Italian bees, that is Apis mellifera, is usually reared in the lower temperature regions. It can tolerate up to 15 degrees Celsius, 12, 13 degrees Celsius also it can tolerate. And the older worker bees, after 20 days, those worker bees go for collection of, go out of the hive for collection of food, and they function for defense purpose also. They guard the colony. Regarding foraging, what they collect from the field, they collect nectar and pollen from the flowers of the field, and they collect water. Water is one essential part where beekeepers has to take care. There must be availability of fresh water in the vicinity of the hive. Usually some flowing water is very much recommended, like tap water, tap slowly running, tap water slowly running, or any stream nearby, water stream. Like that, some naturally flowing fresh water is needed for honeybees for its survival, especially during in hot seasons. It is very much essential. And the resins from the plant, which helps in repairing the beehive, to avoid if any larger entrance is there or any damage is there for the hive, that will be repaired by these resinous substances collected from the plants, different plants. And later stages of bees, elder worker bees function in the defense of the colony. Not all the bees sting on us. Mostly the worker bees aged more than 20 days. Those bees only mostly will be active in defense of the colony. There are some facts given in this. To make 1 pound of honey, bees have to visit 20 lakh flowers. So around for 1 kg, it has to visit some 40 lakh flowers. It depends on flower species also. If the nectar availability is more, less flower is okay. But if the nectar content is less, it requires more number of flowers to be visited. And each individual gather up to 5 kg of nectar, fly up to 55,000 miles, around 80,000 kilometer in its lifetime. So when the worker bees have more functions to play, the lifespan of the worker bee naturally reduces. So in the last point it is given, to make 1 kg of wax, it has to consume 10 kg. Actually, it is around 11 kgs of honey to produce 1 kg of wax. So during beekeeping, we have to take care that the wax is also not destroyed, and we should extract the honey without destroying the wax. That is comb of the colony. And this is one behavior I talked about yesterday. On yesterday. One is the waggle dance, another is the round dance. These dances are performed to communicate with the different bees about the forage available. It conveys the direction and distance to nectar and pollen sources. That is the flower. The location of the flower is conveyed through these dances. You can see round dance is very simple. It dances in a circular manner. It means that the flower source or forage is available in very nearby the hive, and the frequency of the abdomen, the shaking of the abdomen, represents the availability of the food source. How much quantity is available. If it is very available in large quantity, the abdomen is shaken very fastly. And same in the waggle dance. If the it also conveys the waggle dance also communicates the direction of the food source with respect to the sun, in which direction it dances. That is the direction from the orientation of the sun. In that direction, the food source is available. And here also the fast movements represents more nearby availability, and frequency of abdomen shaking represents the quantity of the food available. So these morphological characters we have seen in the earlier slides. The internal organs of the of a honeybee. You should also know these things, because few activities are related to the internal organs also. One thing is how they bring the nectar from the field to the hive. You can see the mouth parts. What in the middle is called as proboscis. From that mouth, it sucks the nectar from the flower, and the nectar is ingested into the stomach of the honeybee. That is called as crop. Honey stomach. It is labeled as honey stomach. You can see that, or crop. It is also called as crop. That is where the nectar is stored, and after you can see the crop in the abdominal region, in the starting of the abdominal region after thorax, the bulged portion. You can refer the label also. Okay. After it arrives into the hive, it vomits that. It takes back all the nectar through from the crop through its mouth, and it transfers to other worker bees, which collects the nectar from that bee And this process is called as trophallaxis. So transfer of food from one insect to the other through its mouth is called as trophallaxis. So this process is very much essential for adding different enzymes into the nectar, and these enzymes actually help in conversion from nectar to honey. So this is honey is a very natural product, only can be synthesized by honeybees, and till now no any method is evolved to produce honey as equal to the natural honeybee. So this is the reason the nectar is stored in its crop, that is stomach, for some time, and after it returns to the hive, it transfers that to the other bee, and that also done the same thing. It ingests everything, and then it transfers to the other bee. This process is carried out 4 to 5 times, and finally it is stored in a cell, honey storage cell, and later the water content of that nectar is removed by uh, tapping its this one wings continuously, so the excess moisture is removed, and the moisture content, sorry, excess water content in the honey will be from 18 to 21% only. Any questions?
It seems there aren't any questions. Maybe I think once your session gets over, they have the provision to ask questions also. Interactions can continue.
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Deepak sir, you have something more to say in this section, in this session?
Yeah, if students are ready to hear, I can continue.
Yeah, they are there.
I want to know if they are able to follow my lecture.
So any
If they are
student,
able to
if you have any,
understand what is-
yeah, if you have any problems, you can share. If you can interact with sir also. Surya Pratap, ready sir? Rajput.
Madam, it seems no one is.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir can continue if they can. Otherwise, in the next class, sir can continue, sir. No issue.
Okay. Deepak sir,
Yes, sir.
would you like to continue some more time or?
I think I have not shown the species, different species of honeybees, I think.
Okay.
You
I
can
know.
continue, sir. Show, sir.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
this is one important thing.
Students are in the chat box. They are telling no questions.
Okay.
Okay. Yes,
Yes.
madam.
Yeah, you continue and.
You can continue, sir. Another 15-20 minutes, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Take time, sir. No issue.
Oh, I think yes. Yes. As I told, there are different species of bees. Yesterday, I was unable to show you the different species photos. First one here you can see is Apis florea. That is little bee. In Kannada, we call it as Kaddi Jaino, Kol Jaino, like that. I don't know, there will be different vernacular names in different parts of India. And these Apis florea, they nest on.
Sir, Deepak sir, sorry, make it full screen, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Not sir,
Are
no.
you,
Setting.
you're not able, madam? Now is it able? Are you able to see that?
I'm not able to see, sir.
Is it, sir?
No, I am not able to see at all.
Sir, it was okay, sir. Uday sir. It was previous. It was okay. Yeah. Now okay, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. And the second one is Apis dorsata, that is rock bees, which nest on the higher elevations on large trees and hilly regions on the rocks. That is, in Kannada we call it as Hejjenu or Bettada Jenu or Kallu Jenu, as it nests on different rocks. And most important species in India, especially in southern India, is Apis cerana or Indian bee. In Kannada, we will call it as Tudve Jenu, Huttada Jenu. Hutta is a termite nest. Madike Jenu, as it is also grown in the earthen pots, like that. Potre Jenu, as it is found in hollow part of the trees naturally. Sakua Jenu, as it is, we can rear that, domesticate the bee. So different names are there. And the next one is European or Italian bee, that is the larger bees which yield very high honey and wax. So this is very much commercially cultivated bee species all over the world. And the last one is Trigona iridipenis, that is stingless bee. It doesn't sting actually. They are the smallest of all the bee species. And it belongs to a different family as well. All the earlier four belongs to the Apis family, and this one, Trigona, is altogether a different family which doesn't sting, and its honey yield is very less, around 250 grams per year, but it has very much medicinal value, around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees per kg per kilogram is its value. Regarding yield, Italian or European bee yields very high, around 40 to 50 kgs per annum per year. But Apis cerana yields up to, average yield is around 6 kgs, although it can yield up to 12 kgs per year. Apis cerana is Indian bee. Apis dorsata, that is found in the wild, it is not domesticated. That yields very high, but I don't have the data. But its honey quality is considered to be inferior, as water content of honey of Apis dorsata is higher. The keeping quality of the honey will be less with respect to Apis dorsata, that is rock bee. So we can see the different photographs. This is the little bee, Apis florea. Now the audience will be more able to understand. They might have seen these types of hive in their vicinity. This is Apis florea, Kaddi Jenu or Kol Jenu, we call it in Kannada, as it nests on stick-like structures, and above the stick also the hive will be continued. You can see here, above the stick the hive continues, the comb continues, and it has only single comb. Number of combs, regarding number of combs, it has only single comb. And rock bee also have single comb, and it is constructed in higher elevations, even in multi-storied buildings. See, you can see here, these are the photographs in Chamarajanagar districts of Karnataka, in the tribal region. You can see hundreds of large colonies of Apis dorsata found on large rocks in the wild. This is also such picture. And this one you can see is nest of Apis dorsata located on a huge tree. Excuse me. On tree, see, you can see 50 to 100 nests on one tree. This is because the earlier generations of these bees had opted that location because of food source, and this is season bound. When the food is available more in that vicinity, they come and nest in that locality for around 5 to 6 months, collect the completely forage the things, food around that vicinity, and goes to the new location in the next season. And again in the by next year, those next generation bees come to the same location for nesting. This is why you can see large number of honey hives on the same tree here. This also have only single comb in each hive. Yeah, rock bees are migratory in nature. They migrate from one place to another in different seasons. This is the Indian bee. This is mostly cultivated in southern part of India. This is Apis cerana. The scientific name is Apis cerana indica. You can see the difference. Most important difference is that it nests in the ground level or below the ground level in the termite nest. Termite nest, or in the hollow portion of the trees, trunk, and also in earthen pots, any concealed portion like pipe or any undisturbed places, even inside the car dicky, where the activity is not, more disturbance is not being done. Most important difference is the multiple comb, vertical and parallel multiple combs of Indian bees, that is Apis dorsata. Usually the number of combs depends on the strength of the colony. More the number of workers and the space available for construction of comb, the more is the number of combs in the hive. This is the picture of European bee, that is Apis mellifera. You can see it in bee boxes. Most of the commercial beekeepers rear these Apis mellifera only, and they will take care of. They need Apis mellifera species need. They are very vigorous in feeders. They need more food source, so that the beekeepers move from one locality to other locality for around 2 to 3 months in one locality where the flowering season is available. They plan that thing, and they keep on migrating these beehives from one location to another, depending on the availability of food source. And this is the hive of the stingless bee. This is the smallest one, and you can see the these hive are made up of secretion, wax-like secretion, and earthen mud is also used. Earthen material is also used for its construction. Mud and wax secreted by the worker bees are combined together to form pot-like structures See here, you can see the pot-like structure, small pot-like structures. It doesn't have any certain design for its construction of its comb. Randomly, it goes on constructing the comb, whereas the earlier bee species have a certain discipline in construction of the comb. In earlier species, that is in Apis cerana, you can observe each cell is of uniform size, and the space between each comb, that will also be uniform. Regarding Apis cerana, the space between combs will be 7 millimeter, and in Apis mellifera, space between each comb will be 9 millimeters. See, in, these Apis mellifera are also multiple combed bees. You can see this, the bee box where the bees are domesticated. Usually Apis mellifera is reared in bee boxes with 10 frames. Each frame contains one comb. Like that, we will have 10 combs in each colony in a bee box. Whereas ISI, Indian Standard Design for Apis cerana, that is Indian bee, consists of that bee box consists of 8 frames. That is 8 combs. The size for the box size will be standardized for each species. Okay. Do anybody have any questions regarding the different species of honeybees? I don't think anybody has any questions.
Yes, sir.
Was that effective, madam?
Madam,
Sir, it was very effective, sir. It was so good. We have
Yes.
recorded, sir. And students, if you have any questions, you can ask now. I'm